fuck's sake. Is it recorded now?
It is, yeah. What, did you press record?
Hi, welcome back.
Hi, hello and welcome.
How are you guys?
I'm all right, thanks.
Well, now we turn the mics on, we're all right. Oh, you turn the mics on.
Yeah, well, someone's got to do it, haven't they?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was messing with the camera and you're just on playing
Bimble.
bloody
Dimble.
Candy Crush Saga.
Yeah. With Louise, 24 from London.
What an absolute...
Anyway, it's November, which means one thing.
Yes, I mean, we're back in here because there's been a flurry of motorcycle announcements, news, updates. There's all sorts of MotoGP stuff going on. I mean, massive news everywhere. So we thought we'd just come straight in here and give you one right up the router.
And of course, today is a Monday. Tomorrow is Tuesday. This will probably be out on a Wednesday, just because of things going on.
Well, that's wild.
It's pretty wild. How do you feel?
Well, the news has never been out on Wednesday.
It has.
Has it?
Yeah.
It's fine then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Normally it's Monday. But today is Monday, tomorrow is Tuesday, and Wednesday is Wednesday. So
and then Thursday
is Thursday. But EICMA, the biggest show in EICMA in Italy, the big bike show, is going on tomorrow, which is yesterday for you guys, Tuesday. So there's a flurry, as you said, of new bikes, and yeah.
And if something comes out tomorrow, which is Tuesday, before Wednesday, which is Wednesday, we'll slip it in with a bit of VO lubrication.
With some WD-40, right up there.
Right up there.
Yeah. No, fuck off, mate. Seriously, fuck off.
I have some sort of hair in my buttock.
Can you not do it like...
I'm not doing anything. I'm just trying to... I'm wearing an uncomfortable trouser.
You're wearing shorts. He's wearing shorts.
I'm wearing
stand
shorts.
up, stand up. Go on, give the viewers what they want.
And they're like really manky old shorts.
Look at those pasty white legs compared to your face. It's new bike news. New bike news. So should we go to the bike that both of us were like, which isn't really a bike?
Yeah, I mean, this is quite interesting. This is the Nikon GT from Yamaha. So it occurred to me the other day, I was thinking, I can't want to go away on a bike somewhere, like now. But the weather's kind of a bit crap, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, I don't want to... That horrible feeling of sort of wet leaves, icy, muddy, just crapness. And I was like, I wonder if I should ring Jeff and see if I can get a Nikon. And then they announced the GT version of the Nikon, which isn't something I would normally go with, but it's actually...
Have you ridden one?
Yeah, I have. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. And it's not like...
It's not like a shit trike.
No. Absolutely not. And the benefits, a GT version has got a lot of benefits. Massive wind protection. Obviously, you've got 3 points of contact with the ground. So in terms of grip levels, it's ridiculous. I haven't ridden it on track or anything, but the fast riders that I know that have, it's proper like you can just understeer it in, basically.
And oversteer it out, like Mossy did, then crashed it.
Oh, right. So it is crashable.
But yes, so the Nikon GT has a newly developed 890cc CP3 Euro 5 engine.
And that CP3 engine, that's the same as on the XSR 900,
Yeah.
the Tracer GT, etc. And it's got a lovely, nice, noisy induction box.
All the Yamahas have at the moment.
Oh, lovely.
They're working on... I mean, look, this is a conversation for now, I don't know, but the Euro 5, Euro 6 noises, the fact that you can't fart without getting fined, because bloody the Belgians.
I mean, I don't really understand why the noise limit is... Like, why does the noise limit happen to keep getting less and less? Because it's so quiet now, like particularly on cars, tyre noise on my car is way louder than the engine noise, and that's a V8. Like, that's what you hear is the tyre noise.
Yeah.
So what are they going to do? Start making tyres out of pillows?
The Nikon basically is a comfy Niken with GT add-ons and the new engine. Unless you've got other things to add, Chris. There's a flurry of other things, but I mean, it's not going into a PDF. It's not going into a man reads PDF on this bastard. All right, so Yamaha have also just announced the updated Tracer 7 and Tracer 7 GT, and obviously the Tracer 9 GT Plus.
New bike news.
And while we're on the subject of getting dirty, Chris,
or eggs.
Ducati have just launched the Scrambler, the new generation of Scrambler, next gen Freedom. What?
Eggs. Don't worry. I just got a stupid dad joke about scrambled eggs, like the Scrambler. I know, but I'm just laughing.
You're laughing at your own joke, for fuck's sake.
Just want to bring a bit of joy, like an 800cc Scrambler. I'm imagining a great big fucking proper Scrambler.
Whipping up a meringue. Shit, dad jokes aside, Ducati has just launched the new Scrambler family. The new Scrambler
You're in it now,
family.
Flan. Another egg-based product.
And I think they look pretty cool, don't they? I know you like the look of them.
I like the look of them, and I like the bike. I mean, I definitely, that's the base model, isn't it?
Yes.
Base model.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the sort of
funky.
Yeah. That, like the one we went to Barcelona and slept in the same bed for.
Yes, that one
with the skateboard.
Yes, and had a dodgy kebab. That is cool.
So that's the one I like the least.
Really?
The blue one, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I like the yellow or the red one.
It's not really a criticism, but the previous Scramblers weren't really retro enough. That, I think, it ticks every box for the wafty gentleman from Shoreditch.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, it maybe needs some sort of henna, like Kemp bag on the back. Hemp, not Ross Kemp from EastEnders.
Martin Kemp.
Or a satchel. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like it. I like the Scrambler platform, particularly the Desert Sled.
I love the Desert Sled. Oh, I love a Des.
Desmond.
Dreams can't. Is that Desiree?
No, that's Gabrielle.
Yeah.
New bike news.
Of course, we've got Suzuki, which we just did the video.
We did, yes.
Hope
you would have seen that by now.
So again, that's like a SV replacement, effectively, which is now a parallel twin, and it looks pretty good. I think it's got all the basics that you need to modify and make a decent bike.
Yeah.
You probably don't even. Most people, obviously,
won't touch it.
No. But it's got all the bits there that you would need.
All the hallmarks of a naughty little sausage.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think it looks great. There's definitely, as we said before in the video, definitely elements of Duke, 890 Duke in there. Is that a segue to get onto Suzuki, or do we come into that later on?
Well, it depends what other new bikes have we got?
Well, that's pretty much it. But of course, right now we'll show you the ones we got under embargo and weren't in time to put in the news section from EICMA. So if you get a video now, then we found some more that weren't released in time for this.
EICMA Show Roundup.
Aprilia was very quiet but launched the RS660 Extrema, complete with a smattering of carbon fibre and an SC Project can. There's also a new trickery to allow the quickshifter to work in race shift. BMW launched most of its flagship models before EICMA, but we were hoping for the new R1300 GS. It wasn't there. Likewise, Ducati unveiled all of their 2023 bikes before the show, apart from the aforementioned Scrambler 800s. Honda were the movers and shakers so far, launching the new XL750 Transalp and a rather trendy-wendy retro CL500, among others. The president of Kawasaki Motors Corporation, Mr. Hiroshi Ito, unveiled a range of new and prototype Kawasaki models, including the Big K's first hybrid motorcycle, and some battery-powered Z models, plus a hydrogen-powered display engine based on the supercharged Ninja H2. KTM hasn't been busy at EICMA, but the Austrian firm has been busy elsewhere, buying a 25% stake of MV Agusta before the rumoured complete buyout in the future. Talking of MV, the Varese factory certainly has been busy, unveiling several updates for 2023, a typically stylish 921S concept, and the actual Lucky Explorer twosome. Suzuki and Yamaha we've already mentioned, so it wasn't exactly the EICMA we were all hoping for.
Suzuki. I mean, where do we even start? Because this was one of the catalysts for the news was it's Monday. which is the day after Sunday, and it was also the final round of the MotoGP Championship 2022. Wow.
I mean,
chapeau.
We can talk. We can go on to Ducati and
yeah.
But the fact that Suzuki won the GP
and the last 2 GPs,
and was it the last one or the one before that?
Australia was the last one, wasn't it?
And you just think, what a waste.
Yeah.
What a waste. Like, what are you doing? And they won let's not forget, they won the championship 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It's not a long time ago.
No.
In fact, there's only been one other winner in between. Well, now it's settled.
Yeah.
But so, what a shame. What a shame. And they're not making a GSXR 1000 anymore. It's like whoever's just got the top dog job has just gone, couldn't give a shit about racing, don't care. Let's just sell scooters and happy shoppers.
Yeah.
It's really frustrating.
It's probably a great business model.
Maybe. But then is the brand not going to suffer, though? Because the heritage of the GSXR name, is it even going to continue? Have we got 7? Because there was whispers and rumours about the GSXR 700 coming out, wasn't there? 750.
50, yeah.
But is that going to be? Is it going to be a parallel twin GSXR?
Probably could be. No, it won't be because maybe I don't know. Look. I mean,
could be an R7, like an R7.
It could be an R7. Yeah. Bastardising the GSXR name.
So that life in motorcycles without a GSXR is just a horrific place to be. Like irrelevant if you're a fan of them or not. You've got to appreciate that model has enabled millions of people worldwide to get into sports bikes because they're cheap, easy to run, easy to ride, great, reliable bikes. And
the hooligan, the original hooligan.
And they're mental, and now it's all over. And
it's
what
worrying.
are they doing?
It is very, very worrying. I mean, I'd love to know who's in charge of this shit because they are so far detached from reality and what goes on in Europe and America and the rest of the world, and racing and everything. Because let's face it. We got really excited when we heard there was a new bike, as in a new bike, not just a new shape, a new colour for the GSXS.
It's got a new catalytic converter in it.
A black edition, another black edition of the Katana. This was an all-new bike, and it was really exciting. And look, it's only a little 800cc parallel twin, but it's still exciting. It's still something fresh for the first time in bloody years. And I can't understand.
And it's not a big, there's only, let's not forget, there's only 2 Suzukis in MotoGP. Like they're only running 2 bikes.
Yeah.
And Ducati have only really just managed to win the championship with 8 bikes in the championship, with all that development that goes on and all the might and the power of the mighty D. And bless the little Suzuki, they managed it. And I mean, arguably, if Bagnaia was not trying to protect his championship, he might have gone ahead and won. But it wasn't an easy race to win. I don't think it wasn't like, just let him go.
No. Rins won that race because he was the fastest and he deserved to win that race. Simple as that. Yeah. So just before I get to my other point, though, but the other, they pulled out of motocross. They're the only manufacturer that's pulled out of motocross. You've got Triumph coming in. You've got other manufacturers still going strong, producing bikes. They pulled out of motocross and enduro. They're not in MXGP. They're not in BSB. Well, they won't be anymore.
They're not in World Superbikes. They're not in World Super Sport.
Moto America. It just baffles me. And I'm so sad because it's the end of it.
We're not having a go. We're not having a go at
Suzuki.
We are sad that you are gone.
Yeah. Throwing in the towel.
I
just hope it's not. I know we had this conversation off camera, but I hope it's not the beginning of the end for the rest of the road bikes. And they make cars; they must make good money out of cars, I'm guessing. But
a Jimny,
I love a Jimny and the Vitara.
I like it. They don't make the Vitara. Well, they do.
Yeah,
but it's absolute guff now. It's not like the old Vitara was wicked.
The new one, the new one that Boothie drove in one of our videos, was actually really good.
But yeah, it's just a terrible shame. And Suzuki, if you're watching this, we hope you come back. And even if you just allow us to buy the bikes and just fuck off the EU thing. Just sell them in the UK.
But someone joked on, maybe it was on BT Sport or a live feed somewhere I saw over the weekend, and someone said that Yamaha should just buy the Suzukis and just paint them Yamaha colours. Because they're just going to do fuck all everywhere else, aren't they? They're going to there's going to be museum pieces, and then the rest are going to be burnt, crushed.
They won't be burnt.
Crushed.
Why would they be crushed?
They go to a crematorium. Well, they'll be crushed.
Really?
That's what... I don't know if I can say this on camera.
Just don't say it then.
I won't say it. Let me say this, that a lot of manufacturers crush bikes. And I'm not talking about race bikes. I'm talking about bikes that don't want to be, or they can't be put back into the public sector. There's no room for them in the museum. They're half forgotten about, to them anyway. So they crush them. And
it's like a horror film. Oh, by the way, on that little segue, I'm going to talk to you about this later.
Yeah.
We're going to make a movie.
Are we?
Yeah.
What are we calling it?
Well, we're not going to give the game away.
Okay.
But like a proper scripted,
Not like
an actual movie.
Are we?
With actual proper fucking cameras, actors, lights, everything. Yep.
Who's paying for it?
Well, there is a way.
Okay. So I think we should get onto, before we get onto the rest of the stuff, I think we should talk about 44 Teeth and us.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, is that right with you, Chris?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Big news. So if you remember, we talked about it a couple of weeks ago, the Telegram accounts that keep popping up and just the scamming fucks.
Scamming bastards, yeah.
Creating accounts, we block them.
They just do another one.
They do another one. They put a Telegram out and people have fallen for it, sadly. They reply saying, "Hi, I'm Al Fagan. Spell my name wrong. Bad
English.
And try and get crypto out of you guys." So anyway, we complain to YouTube. They can't stop those accounts being made because they're being made quicker than we can delete them. However, what we have got is a bloody tick.
So we're official.
We're official.
We are part of the Suckling Teat network.
Yes.
And if you do see one of these comments below going, "Hey, you've won something," if it doesn't have the blue tick, it ain't us.
Yeah.
So,
I don't think it's a blue tick, it's just a tick.
A tick.
A tick.
Okay.
Yeah. Verification tick. So we're official. Don't fall for the scamming twats anymore. We have a tick. Please take this seriously. Don't reply to anyone that hasn't got a tick. We're called 44 Teeth. And apart from him, who might reply on BVG because he's forgotten his login codes, is the only people who will reply to you. Or they might reply to you, but it won't be us.
Yeah, so just get in there and send us your crypto.
Yeah.
Thanks. Have you got any crypto?
I haven't, no.
I've got a little bit.
Have you?
Yeah, but not because I think I'm gonna make loads of money and sell it. Just because I want to be able to buy stuff without the government sniffing into my business.
Budget Bike Battle Bavaria. So we need to talk about this. A lot of you guys misunderstood us, didn't you?
Yeah, so last time we gave the announcement about the cinema dates, which incidentally have all sold out apart from Northeast. There's about
Northeast, yeah.
30 seats left.
Less than that now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Anyway, just to clarify, everyone is still going to get it as free as always, as it always is. Like, don't stress out.
Yeah.
It will all be on YouTube for your free enjoyment. Don't worry.
Eventually.
Well, it'll probably be like a week and a half after the... Yeah. I reckon. Okay, 2 weeks.
Mate, we've
after
got
the premiere.
2 months before the bloody seminar.
Well, you better get fucking going then,
Well,
won't
you better fucking do something.
I've done most of it.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll show you in a minute.
Okay, yeah. My dog ate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dog ate the hard drive.
Yeah. And then, no.
So everyone's going to still see it on YouTube in its full glory, apart from some of the stuff which we can't show on YouTube.
Like me pooing in a lay-by. So last week we did a bit of a tour. We went to RST to look at to do our new suits, design our new suits.
Yep.
Then we had a night out with Gary Bridgestone, which my body hasn't recovered from yet.
You did a poo in a drain.
Oh God, for fuck's sake!
Do you remember that?
I do, but I don't. I had forgotten about it.
Well, it's probably on CCTV.
Yeah.
Oh, but you didn't know where it went. That was the funniest bit. I've got it on video.
So yes, yeah.
That's the second time in as many weeks I've seen you shitting in just the street.
It was bad. We had Thai anyway. night out with Gary, and then the day after we had a McDonald's, and then I went to Silverstone to TTS Performance to ride a 340 brake horsepower Triumph Rocket 3. Now Richard TTS has just finished this, and we were the first person to get a phone call, so I went to ride it. That'll be out soon. We didn't get to test it on track because this was a customer's bike and it needed to go back to the customer today. So we didn't have time to properly do something on track, but I did ride it on the road, and it is, as you can imagine, pretty hairy.
Like your bottom.
Fresh drop, by the way, 44teeth.com, merch page, link in description. I'm a bit of a hangover, not going to lie. There's one cure for this. .340 brake horsepower, supercharged by TTS Performance, Rocket 3.
I mean, these things rev out quickly anyway, but stick a supercharger on it and man, it needs another 2,000 revs. Go on, baby!
Right, Chris, I think you wanted to do a little permission to talk update, didn't you?
Yes, just a simple little update on my trip that I went on, which was a few months ago now, where I went to the Balkans. It was probably some of the nicest roads and places I've ever been, the nicest people I've ever met on the road, and it was just, we're definitely going there to do some 44 Teeth activity because it's Bosnia particularly incredible. Anyway, so that series is going to be out very soon on my BVG channel.
On MySpace.
On MySpace. So the Permission to Talk website is available to purchase any bits and bobs if you want to do that, but the trip's been done now. So anyway, stickers are still available to buy there, which is the little lightning with the brain thing. Are we still sending out Permission to Talk stuff free with?
We haven't got any.
Haven't got any? Okay, I'll get you some more.
Yeah.
So if you order anything from 44 Teeth, you will get a free Permission to Talk sticker to stick on your bike to represent the mentalists. And I've got a little intro actually. I can play you a little intro now. Yeah.
Go.
Oh, there you go.
I can't say mentalists.
You can. I am one. Through a normal human being with feelings and emotions and vulnerability.
This whole length is going inside me.
It's 6:30. I'm in Budapest. So this side is Serbia, this side is Romania. We made it. That's Croatia, and this way is into Bosnia and Serbia beyond.
You and me, buddy. Fish people.
I'm so close to giving up and just going home.
Oh, look at that. Come on.
I'm on the brink of having like some sort of collapse. This is a journey in itself, a mental journey, and I was naive and stupid to think that I could run away from my brain problems because unfortunately my brain comes with me.
Oh God. Fuck's sake.
Sorry. What happened to Chris? Oh, he was run over doing a selfie.
Oh my God. Right, I've just got to go and have another shit because I've got diarrhea. Brilliant. That is pretty fucking awesome, isn't it?
Yesterday was a real moment for me. I pushed through the anxiety and just went for it, and I'm really proud of myself that I didn't go home. Yeah, it's just amazing here. And there's no one here. From London to Sarajevo, that's not bad. It's not bad going.
Well done, baby. You made it to the sea, look. Some fucking knobs left their van there and nobody can get through, so it's absolute fucking shittery. Hungary, yeah. Just don't murder me.
Oh no. See you, man.
Fucking hell.
What I didn't want it to be like, hey, like a classic influencer, hey, I'm traveling around the world in my fantastic brand new bike, and aren't I brilliant? Isn't life amazing? Yeah. Ooh. It's like a real thing. Like it's proper. It's a proper earthy, solo, scary thing for most normal people to do. I don't care who you are. If you're thousands of miles from home on your own for 3 weeks, it gets kind of, you learn a lot about yourself, let's put it that way, and how to touch yourself as well. That was pretty good. So,
how many wanks did you average a day?
Not that many, actually. Yeah, not that many.
Well, I've got some bad news, Chris.
So yeah, following on from our blue tick stuff, is this?
Yeah, this is bad.
Or grey tick?
We've just been sent, literally today actually, some fake merch pages who are people trying to sell merch, and in fact are selling merch, 44 Teeth merch. So please do not buy it unless it's from 44teeth.com or events that we're at, or, you know, well, that's it really. There's a company called Redbubble who do merch for lots of other kind of celebrities, and I say others, for celebrities and sort of TV shows and other stuff. And they've been selling 44 Teeth merch. And someone tagged me on a picture, or tagged us on a picture somewhere on Facebook. I was like, we didn't sell that. What the fuck? And this white T-shirt with a massive red 44 Teeth print on it. And yeah, so...
But in a way, it's a compliment because we're so bloody fantastic.
It's not someone's making money out of our product.
Not a lot. Be like £1. I'm not saying I'm not happy with it.
Don't condone it.
I'm not condoning it. They deserve...
Yeah.
But... In fact, I can't say that. I got banned from Instagram for saying a similar thing. Yeah. No, I'm not condoning it at all. And I think it's disgusting. But there's chances everywhere you go. In fact, my village shop got broken into last night. Yes. Smashed the door, nicked all the fags and the booze, and just left. No, the problem is there's no punishment for these fuckers, is there?
Exactly. Anyway, just get away with it.
Anyway, we'll send the boys around there. We know who it is who's doing it, so you better watch out.
Yeah, the boys are coming around for you. Yeah. Rah. Well, I think we should talk about, seeing as we talked about Suzuki earlier, we have to give a round of applause to Pecco Bagnaia and the Ducati team. There's something that really pisses me off. Whenever I hear people on the socials or on TV talk about it or read it, people talk about Ducati having 8 bikes on the grid, how it's unfair. Blah, blah.
I say that.
You haven't really gone to town on it, though. It's pathetic. I don't know if
it's pathetic.
It is pathetic.
I think it's a valid point.
No, it's not. It's bollocks.
It is, because
if why is it valid?
Okay,
Go on. Let's argue. Come on.
Okay. Because, and I mean, I may not understand the ins and outs of the rules, but I believe there is testing limits in place on GP, right? So you can't just go and rent a track and ride a GP bike. However, you can do all the development you want pretty much whilst running a team in the racing and on the race weekends. So I think if you've got
you can't do any development in the weekend.
Yeah, but you can. If you've got 8 bikes, you can certainly push one in a direction.
Okay, yeah, but you can't do any engine development. You can't do any aero development. You can't do any.
Of course you can.
No, you can't.
Well, okay, when do the little Stegosaurus things come out then?
You can have error updates, like, as in you can't like develop stuff.
Okay. It's semantics.
Well, it's
you can. Well, you just said you can.
No.
I think the readers will agree. Okay. But the point is, if you could test multiple setups, there's definitely a benefit to having 8 bikes on the grid, because the information and the way you can structure that is I think is a benefit. And fair play, if Ducati want to pay for that, to put 8 bikes on the grid and support those 8 teams, there's nothing in the rules that says you can't do it, but I think that's possibly what people are referring to. That's the first point I would make. And the second point is that you can start to manipulate the positions.
Of course you can, yeah.
Which
definitely has happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but then you say that's fair.
Racing is racing. And although I've just really massively
shot yourself in the
foot there. Thing is, look,
That's it.
no. If
You got a little cold sweat.
If you have a manufacturer, you're spending billions of pounds to go racing.
Yeah.
You will do anything to win, and I don't care.
Within the rules. No.
Did you hear Hodgson talking to Tardozzi on the Sunday before the race?
No.
Basically questioning him about how shit it is that they're going to potentially win the championship by telling all the other riders in front of Pecco to drop back. Well, it's fucking ballsy. To fair play. But if you've got all that might, you will do anything to win. And if that means riders dropping back to help that manufacturer win, I don't see a problem with it.
But that's the reason.
Why are you doing that?
I don't know. But that's the reason.
You had it under your. You had it like that.
Right. But that's the reason that there are rules to these.
But there aren't rules.
Because there's fucking rules everywhere.
Yeah, but there's not rules to stop you doing that.
I think there probably should be.
I don't know.
And I think there probably will be.
No.
But it's still it's a way of bending the rules, as the way I would say.
I think because
Suzuki managed it with 2 bikes and a fifth of the budget that Ducati have just done.
I think that.
No, I'm not taking anything away from Ducati, but
I think that if it was the other way round, I wouldn't like it. But I really wanted Pecco to win. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
No, I wanted Pecco to win. Fabio did it last year. He rode amazing. But I honestly, I like Pecco. I like what he stands for. I like the way he's not taking any shit this year. He comes across as this sort of nice, friendly dude, and he is genuinely. But he's got a dark side.
I'll say I want. Well, when the Aprilias went out and they lost all their shit, I would have liked Quartararo
Quarter pounder
to hold on just because it was an amazing feat and he works so hard. You can see him like he constantly is amazing, amazing to even be in the position he was in on the last race and still be in with a shout. But he didn't. But the next best winner of that race, as we discussed earlier, was Suzuki. What a fairy tale ending! So
I wanted Jorge Martin to win. Actually, I love that guy. He's my new guy.
Again, because I was up for Quartararo. What can I say today?
Quarter pounder.
Quarter pounder to win.
Yeah.
The opening laps were brilliant, by the way. It was really good. But you can just see Jack Miller going, "Oh fuck it! If I hit him and knock him out, don't really care." I think that was a bit, and then Bagnaia had to go, "Oh fuck it, I'll hit it." And then
Quarter pounder.
Yeah. But then
I wasn't expecting that at all.
But then the commentators are like, "Oh, Quartararo's hit Bagnaia." I was like, "Quartararo didn't do shit. He got absolutely broadsided by 2 Ducatis." So anyway,
I was watching Arsenal versus Chelsea on one screen and MotoGP on the. It was a bloody nightmare.
But anyway, well done Ducati.
Well done. But in the notes though, the dominance in general.
Yeah, they're doing really well.
They are absolutely smashing it.
It's the Vag, though, isn't it?
It could be the Vag,
It's the Vag Group.
Yeah.
Since Vag Group have bought them, Audi have bought them, which is owned by Vag.
Who's Vag?
Volkswagen Audi Group, I think.
No, it doesn't matter.
Who's Vag?
Whose Vag is it?
It's some old lady. They've got arguably the best adventure bike, the best sports bike,
the best world superbike,
the best
MotoGP bike, because there's 8 of them as well. There are massive restrictions, and I don't. This is what I don't like. No. There's one thing. I want to say one thing. All right.
Is this point going to actually make sense?
Fuck off. One thing. Right. So we have all these restrictions, and I don't like it. I want open tyre. I want open.
6 wheels if you want.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Okay.
what was that 6-wheel F1 car they brought out and they got banned straight away because it was so good?
Tyrrell.
Yeah, well done. But let's just bring back the proper prototypes, please. I know that racing wouldn't be as good, and someone made a good point the other day. Just quickly, if the racing's not as close, then it's not as dangerous, and that.
And we'll just end this little section on one final point, which was it was amazing to see a completely packed stadium.
Oh, yes.
Whole arena, 170,000 people.
Yeah.
Amazing at Valencia. So that was really nice to see.
Just one final point. That celebration was fucking horrendous. I don't want to ever see that again, please. The choreography, the dragging on, it was absolutely horrendous. So please, whoever thought that out, just not again, thanks. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, because of the time restrictions, we haven't had time to get together and get your rat out. But please, for the next one, email us, message us, whatever. We'll get him in for the next show, which should be some point next week, maybe. I don't know, whenever.
And also, we are thinking about a new segment called Room 44.
Yes.
Which is a bit like the Room 101, but obviously not the same because we're not copyrighty people. But it's basically send in your suggestions for items which you never want to see in motorcycling ever again. That will go into Room 44 and disappear.
Drop it below in the comments.
Or people.
It's time for
Mass debate.
Mass debate.
Mass debate.
I can't even remember. What was it? Oh, yeah. Our 44 Teeth fanboy Scott Redding has been all over the internet with this one as well. And this is weight limits in racing.
Yeah.
Particularly superbikes and GP.
Yeah, I mean, it should be across the board. I've personally struggled with it all my life. And even when I was thin, I was too big. I did the R6 Cup and I was 12 stone. And I was not the heaviest. I was one of the heaviest. And you just end up crashing your brains out and trying to make up time in places where you can, the breaks. But yeah, Scott Redding basically broke the internet the other day. Did you see it? Did you see his...
I saw the post. I didn't see any reaction.
Oh, it was so good. It was brilliant. And it was good. It was
the picture of him on the podium next to Bautista,
yes.
was it?
Yeah. 66 kilos versus 99 kilos or 63 versus 93 or whatever it was. And look, let's be honest, it's been not only frustrating for the riders this year, but it's been frustrating for the fans watching little Bautista fuck off while the rest of them struggle.
On a very fast bike as well.
Exactly.
Can't take anything away from the manufacturer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your view on it?
I definitely think there should be it should be accounted for in some way. However, because I do think it's unfair to a degree, but there are also other, like you could argue, like Bautista's argument back would be, well, he doesn't have the physical leverage, for example, on short Nadgery tracks to muscle the bike around. He's just not as strong. So then do you start punishing strength as well? So I don't think it's as clear cut as he's X amount of kilos heavier, we need to punish him by X amount. I think Scott will undoubtedly have benefits elsewhere in the track. So it's not all about that. And if anything, I think it's more of it's about aero and how are you going to punish that?
No, it's not.
I think a lot of it is about aero.
No, weight over a certain period of time.
Okay.
We did a test with Phil Crow, and the results were very conclusive that weight makes a massive amount of difference.
It does. I'm not saying it doesn't, but aero is definitely...
Oh, yeah. But I think the weight factors way more heavily into this than the aero. That's my point.
Okay, but it was just a minor point.
Okay.
I'm not saying, we should punish aero. But
right.
It's definitely... Where do you stop is, I guess, the argument.
Yeah, and it is. It's really difficult because not only is Scott Smart the World Superbike technical guy, got to balance the rules with revs and everything else, he's now got to start thinking about, well, maybe he won't, thinking about weights. Now, but minimum weights for
what's
bike
the white bait? White bait?
The white bait, that's a fish.
Very nice.
Bones and brain.
Do you like? You probably don't like.
No.
And you just eat the whole thing.
No, I wouldn't.
Delicious.
Eat it. No.
What is the minimum bike weight in superbikes? 160, isn't it?
I don't know exactly,
but it's around there. So then you go, okay, well, it's bike and rider weight.
Yes. And this is it. This is nothing new. This is nothing new. Minimum weight, bike and rider weights are nothing new. It still happens in Moto3. Still, it's been going on for years. And why does it happen in those classes but doesn't happen in other classes? Mm-hmm. I think that is a big point that no one really has picked up on. I think it's a real shame because when you're younger and you're coming through the ranks, when you have a 12-year-old kid who's 12 kilos and you're 14, 15 with belly big bollocks and you are 55, 60 kilos or 70 kilos even, that minimum weight is put in there for fair racing, and people want to see fair racing, people want to see close racing, but That's been around for years and years. So why can't we have it now with this sort of parity in racing? Why can't we have it in big bike classes?
Yeah. I mean, it's a minefield, isn't it? Because you start getting into it and then you go, okay, well, where do you put the weight? Do you put the weight at the bottom of the bike?
You have a choice.
You have a choice, do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
But then is there an advantage to having weight that you can move, i.e. the rider's weight? Like, where does that start? I think it'll end up being a percentage of the difference. So it won't be, hey, there's a here's the number, that's it. I don't think it can be as simple as that.
No, I know.
It's going to have to be, here's the number, halve it, put it in. Because I think Scott definitely has a benefit in being a stronger person than Bautista. So you have to counter that as well. So it's tricky.
It is tricky.
Tricky.
But it's something that lots of people had lots of opinions about on Instagram when Scott shared it. And, there's lots of, like Scott said, there was lots of people giving him shit abuse for it.
Which is stupid. You're a dick, shut up.
Like they were talking about
It's
the other day.
A stupid thing to reply.
He was also pleased with the debate that was going on. People giving valid opinions that will also listen to his reply and replies of others. And it was really engaging to see the world getting on.
Well, that's unfortunately what the last few years we've all been deprived of. In whatever your belief system is, we can no longer accept people's opinions who differ from our own. And that is a terrible, terrible state of affairs. So please, let's have more of these mass debates. I think we should start one in Parliament, a mass debate, parliamentary debate. Just get people having a mass debate in Parliament.
That's what they do every day.
Yeah, but they do it with the stupid... That's the critical thing here, is if you do disagree, that's absolutely fine, but construct your disagreement and try to convince the other person of your opinion rather than trying to just calling him a twat. Like, it's just stupid. Like, do you think that person's go, oh, he called me a twat? I'm definitely wrong there. He convinced me.
Yeah.
In fact, it's going to make him go even more the other way. So let's all get on, shall we? And let's let the truth out, because the truth is always the deciding factor, isn't it? Why do you use the other hand? Weirdo.
That's fuck.
Please don't.
I won't, because you haven't farted yet that I know of, so I won't fart.
No, I haven't. No.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's late in the evening.
Are we going to get pizza?
I can't. I had so much shit food last week.
So did I.
I can't.
Okay. I'll have some muesli.
Thanks for watching, guys.
And almond milk. They've stopped selling coconut milk. Do you know that? Can't see it anywhere. Someone told me it's because
drink, that Prime drinks. They bought the stock.
Oh no, I don't know that. No, someone said it's because the activists got upset because apparently the way they harvest the coconuts is they send monkeys up the trees and pull the coconuts off. I was like, maybe that's true. I don't know. Comment below. But on an industrial scale, I think that's a lot of fucking monkeys you'd need to harvest that many.
That's
coconuts.
a lot of tree shaking.
That's a lot. So I don't think that's true. But I do miss my coconut milk. Nut milk. City limits. See you later, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, we should have talked about Matt fucking